A very good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. You're just on time for Lookup News right here on Lookuptv. The time is 8:59 p.m. East African time. I'm Nancy Nelima. The sign language interpreter for tonight is Felista Adundo. Do stay with us as we bring you up to speed with stories that are making headlines and causing conversations across all of 47 counties. A team of reporters has been working around the clock just to ensure that you get the latest current news. And before we get into what we have prepared for you, here are our top stories. Tonight on Lookup News.
Mtoto wangu akafanyiwa surgery. Aki mtoto wangu ananiambia walinitoa hii moja siwezi pata mtoto.
Doctors remove boy's private part in Nyamira after brutal beating from teachers. Azimio leader Raila Odinga unveiled 7-member team to dialogue with Ruto's fold as he proposes massive demands.
Munasema tupange maandamano ama maendeleo? Munasema tupange maandamano ama maendeleo? Wale watu wa kuzimia baada hawajasikia ni maandamano ama maendeleo? Nafikiri wamesikia.
Don't disturb Kenyans with maandamano threats. President William Ruto fires at Azimio leader Raila Odinga. And DCI detectives say they are about to unearth the mysterious murder of the late Jeff Mwathi. Once more, welcome to the broadcast. The hashtag is the Lookup News, and you can catch this live broadcast across all our social media platforms at Lookuptv on Twitter, Lookuptv on Facebook, and Lookuptv on our YouTube channel. Do stay with us for the next few minutes as we bring you up to speed. Let's begin. As the talks between opposition and the government continue, President William Ruto is adamant that the only way the concerns by the opposition will be addressed is through the bipartisan engagement in Parliament. As Ian Keitani now reports, Ruto has assured the opposition that both sides will be represented. He spoke while launching a development project in Nyandarua alongside his deputy Rigathi Gachagua.
Days after President William Ruto and Azimio leader Raila Odinga agreed to hold talks through Parliament.
Munasema tupange maandamano ama maendeleo? Munasema tupange maandamano ama maendeleo?
President William Ruto has today come out guns blazing, insisting that all engagements will be done through bipartisan approach in Parliament, insisting that the government's top priorities service delivery.
Mimi nataka niwaulize jameni, tuache kusumbua wananchi. Nyinyi kama viongozi tuendeni kule bunge, twende tuongee maneno ya viongozi kule bunge. Hakuna haja ya kuharibu biashara ya mwananchi. Hakuna haja ya kusumbua wananchi wakiwa katika biashara zao. Na wauliza viongozi wale wengine wote ya kwamba hatuwezi kuendelea kusema mambo ya viongozi tena. Sasa tupange mambo ya wananchi. Ama namna gani? Tunaelewana? Ndio nimeuliza wale viongozi wote, hata viongozi wa upinzani, tuwache ubinafsi, tupange mambo ya maendeleo ya wananchi. Hatuwezi kusema ya kwamba tunaenda tena kupanga mambo ya viongozi kule Nairobi na maandamano. Tunataka tupange mambo ya wananchi. Saa hizi, kazi ambayo iko saa hii sio kwenda kufanya maandamano. Kazi ya saa hii ni kwenda shambani ili tuzalishe chakula, tuweze kuondoa njaa.
Ruto also took a swipe at Raila Odinga and the anti-government demonstrations, adding that they will not help restore economic stability and lower the high cost of living.
Hata tufanye maandamano kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni. Hata tuweke sufuria kwa kichwa na tuongeze kwa mgongo. Bei ya chakula itashuka chini. Si lazima tuwasaidie nyinyi wakulima ndio muzalishe chakula, ndio tuweze kuondoa njaa. Sijui nani atawafundisha wale majamaa wa sufuria kwa kichwa.
On his part, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua hit out at the opposition over plans to engage in another handshake with the government. The DP also insisted that the opposition should play its role of oversight.
Mheshimiwa Rais, hawa watu ya Nyandarua walimaliza uchaguzi wakachagua wewe kama rais. Wamesema umefanya vizuri kuongea na wale jamaa waende bunge. Lakini mambo ya handshake hawa wamekataa. Mumekataa. Mumekataa. Unajua Mheshimiwa Rais, hawa watu ya Azimio wanakachifu mimi. Ati mimi nakataa handshake. Mimi sikatai. Mimi ni mtu ya kuandikwa kazi na hawa ndio wameniajiri kazi. Na lazima ufanye vile tajiri yako anasema. Mnasema iko handshake kama hakuna. Rais wetu, wewe fanya kazi. Hawa watu ya maandamano wachia mimi. Ninatosha sitoshi.
In a seemingly veiled attack at the former Prime Minister, Gachagua now says that the government will firmly deal with those who will destroy property if at all the opposition will resort to going back to the streets.
Like I said last Saturday, no one, and I repeat, no one will destroy any property belonging to the people of Kenya. It will not happen.
Ian Keitani, Lookuptv.
Thank you, Keitani, for that report. And staying on the politics, Azimio leader Raila Odinga has unveiled the 7 members who will face the Ruto's Kenya Kwanza team for the bipartisan negotiations at Parliament. Among the leaders selected include Narok Senator Ledama Olekina, Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, Kitui Senator Enoch Wambua, and Malindi MP Amina Mnyanzi, among others. Henry Tende now reports.
Opposition coalition Azimio called truce and agreed to engage in dialogue over contentious issues. Azimio outfit has unveiled a 7-member team that will spearhead their end of discussions. The opposition team has settled on Narok Senator Ledama Olekina, Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, Kitui Senator Enoch Wambua, Malindi Member of Parliament Amina Mnyanzi, Pokot South Member of Parliament David Kosing, Rarieda Member of Parliament Otiende Amolo, and Suba North Member of Parliament Milly Odhiambo.
We reaffirm that we in Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition are ready and open to a genuine, honest and transparent dialogue in the interest of Kenya, devoid of some of the grandstanding and intransigence we are witnessing from some in Kenya Kwanza.
We go into these negotiations holding the firm belief that our cause is just, our intentions are pure, and our goal is patriotic.
On the table, Azimio will be pushing for a reduction in the cost of living, the opening of the IEBC servers, and an all-inclusive reconstitution of the electoral body, among other demands.
We go into these talks convinced that some issues, in particular, lowering the price of food, is urgent, can't wait, and does not even need the talks. Opening of the servers is not negotiable. We agree that a balanced process, spearheaded by members of parliament from both sides and backed by experts, is an appropriate way to proceed. The end product will then be presented to Parliament for approval.
The government of President William Ruto is approaching the negotiations with caution. Already, those close to the head of state have sounded a warning they are not entertaining any idea of a handshake.
Anybody talking of nusu mukate, on a lighter note, you must tell them, in Azimio we eat whole loaves. And that is why we are saying, open the saba. Ukifungua saba, itaonyesha mkate ni ya nani. Mwenyewe akule peke yake. Kama ni yako kula, lakini tukikuta ni yetu, afadhali tunachukua mkate yetu.
And recommend changes in the law that will entrench party discipline, fidelity by 1. Requiring MPs who cross party lines after the elections to seek a fresh mandate from the electorate. And 2, to allow parties to replace nominated MPs who cross party lines.
The bipartisan approach to the contentious issues promises to be an uphill task, with the two camps taking hardline stands.
We reserve our right to call for demonstrations should this process not bear fruit. Should there be no meaningful engagement or response from Kenya Kwanza, we will not hesitate to mobilize Kenyans to demand their rights within the framework of Article 37 of our Constitution.
With Azimio through with their list, all eyes are on the government to see who will be given the mandate. Henry Tende, Lookuptv.
Thank you, Henry Tende, for that report. Now switching gears to this sad story, where police and education officials in Nyamira County are looking into the alleged beating of a grade 8 student at Bitundugusu Primary School. A bizarre case in which the doctors are saying has affected the minor's private parts. Phoebe Wangombe now reports.
In what may be seen as corporal punishment, finding its way back in most public schools, Kisii County was at it again. A student has once again been allegedly flogged by a rogue teacher at Bitundugusi Primary School in Kemera Ward, Manga Sub-County, damaging his private parts, necessitating a surgery. This comes just a few days after a similar case happened in Riangombe Boarding Primary School in Borabu Sub-County, where a 9-year-old learner got caned for failure to be in school uniform.
Wote tukaenda mpaka shule, tukapata walimu, tukapata activity na mwalimu wengine. Tukawaambia, tukawaelezea hiyo maneno, tukawaulizia, wakasema hiyo maneno yalifanyika hapa, lakini hatukumvika kama hiyo kiwango.
The assault on the young standard 8 boy led to severe injuries on one of his testicles, prompting removal through surgery. The student was visited by police from Manga Station, who also took a statement from them when they were there. The administrators of the medical center, however, declined to comment on the patient's health.
Niambia weka tu mama, ni mimi ninampeleka. Hata singekuwa hata shilingi moja ni wapande pikipiki.
Distraught Gladys Mungina, the student's mother, described how one of the teachers hit her son with a cane after he allegedly insulted a student, causing the injuries. As the family demanded an explanation for their son's beating, she claimed the school administration became unresponsive and instead advised them to have their kid get medication. The mother said that the family was under financial difficulty and caring for a second kid who had physical disabilities. Cyrus and Mora Mugambi, the pupil's grandfather and grandmother, denounced the teacher's assaults on the students and petitioned the authorities to guarantee justice was done.
Sasa tukaona tu tumchukue hospitali na mwalimu akatufukuza. Yeye nyinyi peleka mtoto hospitali. Sasa tukakuja tukapeleka mtoto hospitali. Kisii General Level 5, za mtoto wangu akafanyiwa surgery. Aki mtoto wangu ananiambia walinitoa yai moja siwezi pata mtoto.
Yetu nataka mtoto afanyiwe haki yake na serikali.
Phoebe Wangombe, Lookuptv.
And quick recovery to that boy, and we hope that they get the justice that they deserve. Moving on, 3 key suspects charged with assault against Baby Sagini in Kisii Law Courts were on Thursday found to have a case to answer in gouging out his eyes. Court Magistrate Christine Ogweno said the evidence presented in court was solid and strong enough to convict the 3, Alex Ochogo, Pacifica Nyakirario, and Ryle Nyakirario, who is Sagini's grandmother. All 3 would be present in court on April 28th to defend themselves before sentencing.
Mulikuwa mmeshtakiwa na kosa la kusababisha majeraha ya kudumu kwamba tarehe 13 na 14 ya Disemba mwaka uliopita pale Ikiruma location Marani Sub-County jijini Kisii kwamba mlimsababishia majeraha ya kudumu Brighton Junior Sagini kwa kutoa macho yake mawili. Nimezingatia ushahidi upande wa mashtaka ambao waliweza kuita mashahidi 10 kuiunga kesi yao. Pia nimeweza kuzingatia yale maelezo ambayo iliweza kujitokeza wakati mawakili wenu wakiweza kuwahoji wale mashahidi. Koti hii pia iliweza kutembelea eneo la tukio, nikaweza kunakili maono yake wakati nilitembelea eneo la tukio tarehe 24 mwezi wa 3 mwaka huu. Pia nimeweza kuzingatia yale maelezo ama oral submissions ya wakili wa upande wa mashtaka Mr. Kaino pamoja na wakili wenu Mr. Magara. Baada ya kufanya hivyo, nafikia uamuzi ya kwamba kila mmoja upande wa mashtaka umeweza kuthibitisha kesi ambayo iko wazi dhidi ya kila mmoja wenu. Sababu hiyo koti hii itakuhitaji wewe Alex, Pacifica na Rael kuweza kujitetea.
And we are taking a very short break here on the program. I see your comments are coming in fast and thick. I'll be sampling some of that at the tail end of this bulletin. For now, do let us know you're watching us from, and see you after the break.
Hey darling, are we still on for a coffee date?
I'm waiting for you to come and pick me up.
I should be able to pick you in a few.
It's a coffee yogurt date?
It's not just a yogurt. It's royal coffee yogurt.
Flow with the sweet taste of thick and smooth Royal Fresh coffee yogurt. Royal Fresh, the royal taste of freshness.
Sensei Institute of Technology is the home to the best practical courses, giving you a hands-on experience to handle the world. A place to build your skill and see the world in a different perspective. For you to join us, ensure you have your national ID card and be ready to enjoy the ride. Sensei College, my skills, my future.
We as Novena United Circle are a society that is able to provide a platform for business startups by providing financial aid to members and creating a platform to accumulate their savings. We look for small business entrepreneurs who are starting a business venture and provide the best opportunity to expand our business niche and turn it into something big. For more information, call us on 0768 757 956 or WhatsApp us on 0734 832 430. Novena United Circle. Tuungane pamoja.
Why Malindi? Any idea why the A-list celebrities, politicians choose Malindi as a destination? Is it the sandy, spotless white beaches, the rhythmic, relaxing oceanic waves, or is it the great potential investment opportunity that Malindi has to offer? Dark Balance, we are here with a variety of projects from as low as 99,000 shillings. You get an eighth of an acre with ready title deeds. Book your plot today with only 35,000 shillings and get a free return air ticket. Be the next investor in Malindi with Dark Balance. Call us now on 0740 888 111 or 0740 888 222. Dark Balance. We promise, we deliver. Why wait? 20 Malindi.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with Lookuptv. You are watching Lookup News. A section of women in the informal settlement have come out to strongly condemn the selfish nature of the protest that left a shadow of destruction and untold suffering, especially to the women and children living in the ghettos. Our reporter Cecilia Lubanga now reports.
We are back in Madare area days after the demonstrations were called off. The reason as to why we are doing this link from the vehicle is because you're not quite sure if you're going to be welcomed by the residents of this area, because some of them became quite resistant to the journalists because they associated journalists with the group that was pushing the demonstrations.
Calm has since been restored, and it's yet another business day for the residents of Madare, with various people pulling off at their various places of labor. Even though that is the case, our presence attracted people who were keen to understand why we visited the area. our sole goal was to find out the magnitude of the damage caused during the subsequent street marches that have since been called off. Here, we meet Rosa Kinyi Ochieng, who leads us to her humble abode. Thursday last week was a nightmare to her family.
Mimi nilikuwa kwa nyumba na watoto juu vile tear gas ilikuwa inalia nje. Mimi nilikuwa kwa nyumba na watoto. Then walikuja wakatupa tear gas pale nje. Moshi yote ikakuja ikaingia kwa nyumba. Na nilikuwa na watoto kwa nyumba, watoto wadogo. Na chenye asa ilifanya nikatoka juu ya huyu mtoto mwenye alikuwa na almost kama wiki moja, hata hakuwa amefika wiki moja, ni kama 6 days hivi. Sasa nikaamua hapana, wacha nitoke nje nitetee amani. Niseme tu amani juu au mapolisi pia walikuwa ni binadamu kama mimi, wamezaliwa na mama kama mimi. Sasa nikajitokeza nikasema hata kama ni kifo, wacha niondoke niende.
So over here, when the kills were going on, the place was fully filled with tear gas smoke. And I can just explain how this happened. So this is Akinyi's house. And if you come at this exact point, the baby was lying on this bed. And the entire time, a tear gas canister had landed on this roof at this point. The entire smoke was able to access this house throughout this space, filling in the entire room and affecting the baby's health.
It was a wild exchange between the mobs and the police. She would have sustained injuries in that instant. She, however, chose to save the life of her infant and 6 other children who had been hidden away in the same house for safety.
Nilikuwa naona tunaumia. Kwa kila upande, si watoto, si wa mama, si wa baba. Ndio ilifanya nikajitokeza.
Caroline Ouma was among the lineup of women who stood up in confidence to stop the Thursday's exchange between the police and the mobs.
Sasa mimi kenye leniuma ni moja. Watoto wangu ni wadogo. Na watoto wangu wajafanya kosa na wajashikwa tu na hatia yote. Mbona wanaturushia matia gasadi kwa mlango? Sisi tulikuwa tunaenda kustrike ili bei ya bidhaa irudi chini.
She has since lost her job after she failed to report to work on Thursday.
Washughulikie wale vijana wetu wenye waliumia na wamama wenzetu. Kosuwe watu wengi waliumia. Kuna wenye baadhi yetu sasa hivi wamelazwa kwa hospitali. Wanaendelea na matibabu. Wengi wetu wamekwama mahali pale.
Flora Okumba wasn't spared in the Thursday's demonstrations despite her old age. A tear gas canister landed squarely on her leg, injuring her on the spot.
Hiyo watu wanaona kama nakimbia. Alafu mimi akatoka hapa kwa mlango. Kufika hapa kwa mlango nasikia tu kitu kama nanguka kama mawe. Sikujua kama ni tear gas.
Esther Adongo is 7 months pregnant. She was caught in the midst of the Thursday's exchange. She only remembers waking up at a hospital bed.
Siku nilikuwa nataka kuenda hosi na nilifika huko kwa barabara nikapata kama mapolisi yako hapo juu wakarusha tear gas, nikanguka hapo chini.
The harsh reality still exists within the corridors of Mathare. Although peace has been restored, they remain with the scars. Scars of lost siblings, scars of injured women, scars of lost businesses and property. The question that now begs for answers is, will this be always a routine whenever there's an issue in this country, or are they going to arrive at an amicable solution when approaching such matters? Cecilia Lubanga, Lookuptv in Mathare, Nairobi.
Thank you, Lubanga, for that very detailed and heartfelt story. Moving on, the Director of Criminal Investigations, in a statement, has indicated that the investigations into the murder of Jeff Mwathi are ongoing. Mwathi's body was exhumed last week to aid in further investigations, with exhumation set to aid in knowing whether Mwathi was sodomized before his death. And moving on, public service vehicles stakeholders have been called for a safety campaign in preparation for the coming Easter holiday. This was put in place to sensitize how to curb road accidents this season. Abigail Shirana reports.
Following the recent fatal accidents on the roads and over 130 lives lost, including students, the public service vehicle stakeholders have come up with a road safety campaign to curb the occurrence of these accidents during the Easter holiday.
Easter, watu sana utembea na inakuwa sio kawaida ati watu usema ati lazima accidents zitokee. Leo tumekuja hapa tukasema tuongeleshane ndio tuseme namna ya kubeba hawa abiria kwa sababu leo tunatarajia watakuwa wengi.
With this Easter holiday involving a lot of traveling, drivers are being cautioned to adhere to existing traffic rules to avoid accidents.
Kwa tunaongea mambo ya stage Nyahururu Bus Park, vile watahando abiria na mambo ya kufungania njia, kufungia magari kufungania njia, vile watabehave kwa stage ina hii Easter.
The campaign brought together both drivers and the traffic officers to help curb the premeditated accidents this Easter holiday.
Hii masomo tumesoma hapa imetusaidia sana. Imekuwa kuelimisha watu. Tuseme kuhusu hiyo masomo inafaa tu hiyo ikiendelea wakati mwingi. Sababu unakuta leo kuna madereva kila siku wanajiongezea. Maybe vile tumesoma leo sio wale tutakuwa nao kesho. Kwa hivyo hii masomo ikiendelea hivyo utakuta wale watu wamekuja wapi wanaendelea tu kupata ile elimu.
For Lookuptv, my name is Abigail Shira.
And on our mega road, show your favorite television, Lookuptv. Hit the road for a third phase of Meet and the Viewers caravan in Mathare, Huruma, Dandora, Kasarani and Thika Road. Residents who turned up in their hundreds were elated to meet their favorite news anchors and partners sponsoring the roadshow.
Kutoka hapa ndani ya Lookuptv ikiwa leo tuko katika sehemu ya Huruma. Lookuptv inapatikana katika Facebook na hata katika YouTube.
Haya, yaje msee. Unaitwa nani? So msee niko na t-shirt hapa. Sio mshabiki wa Man U. Ulianza kushabikia Man U wewe? 202. Wazi. So mimi nakuuliza questions. Alafu ukijibu right na kudunga t-shirt hapa hivi, si ndio? Alafu napelekea moyo wako, si ndio? Haya, wazi. High score wa Man U ni nani? Tunafungia Man U highest scorer nani? Rashford. Ayo umeanguka si Rashford. Mtu amefungia na Man U highest scorer kabisa.
Sensei Institute tuna deal na technical courses. Unaweza learn kuendesha matinga, unaweza learn kuendesha trailer kama hii, mekanika ya gari, unaweza learn kujenga, building construction technology.
Let's now get sporty. Contending race for the next FKF Premier League is becoming tighter, with defending champion Stars KFC standing in